Hello friends, welcome to How to VLN channel. In this video, we are going to see how to relocate a control file in primary and standby database. So we are in a dataguard configuration. In this dataguard configuration, how to update the control file location or control file path or control file name, anything you wish to. So again, welcome to How to VLN channel. This is DV VLN stream. As usual, as we normally do, let's go through our steps. So the steps are, so here I say how to update the control file parameter in dataguard config. So this can be a control file path or some new name or anything. So we'll go through the steps. Steps in summary. Verify if the standby database is in recovery mode. I will not talk about the primary control file update right now, but I'll tell you at the end what you need to do. That's a subset of this overall procedure. Okay. So verify if the standby database is in recovery mode. Stop the recovery and change the standby file management on the physical standby to manual. Backup and update the control file parameter in P file. This is the actual update. This is the parameter update. And shut down and start the database in no mode. And perform either of the below command. So either you perform a arm and restore or OS copy. And start the database. Again, this is just mount the DB only because you're already in no mode, right? So with a new parameter. When you did the file management here, you started it in no mode, so it knows what its path is. So just mount the DB and start the DB recovery. So let's go through the detailed steps. As usual, I'm connected to my database server, and you can see here I have my environment variable set. This is my standby database. Alright, so let's log into the database and get started. So I am in 12.2.1, but it applies to even 12C, 11G, or 19C as well. Let's check the status of the DB. So it's mounted physical standby. DB unique name is GGSRC04TSB1. Exercise caution here, guys. My primary and standby both are in same server, so I need to be very careful with my file paths. It's applying. So see, it's applying the log. I don't have any restore points, so I'm going to cancel the recovery. Okay, recovery is cancelled. Let me check. No more recovery. I need to update my standby file management parameter. Before I update, I want to verify whether I have SP file or not. I'm using SP file only. Okay, what is the significance of this standby file management? When you have this standby file management set to auto, whatever file that you create in OS in the primary, it automatically gets replicated in the standby. I imagine if you are having your primary and standby on the same server, if you have the single path, if you have a file path in primary, the same file path will be reflected in the standby as well, unless you have some convert parameters mentioned. So it's very dangerous. So but in my case, I have all the convert parameters set. For instance, I'll show you just an extra information here. You see here, I have db file name convert, log file name convert, so I don't have to worry. But in your case, you need to be very cautious when you have both primary and standby on the same server. But here it's not an issue because I'm updating only the control file path, and I'm not going to change the control file path dynamically. It's not possible. But data file addition will happen dynamically, so you need to be very careful. So anyway, I'm going to change this parameter to manual for this exercise. Right, so let me check. It's manual. Now I need to update my control file path. Before I update it, I back up the P file. Before you make any changes to the P file, before you make any changes to the P file, yes, back it up. So I backed it up. This is a critical parameter. So I secured what is my current control files are. I'm updating this. Okay, yes. So changed it, but you will not see the path here yet. Select value. SP parameter will show you this value. Name equal to control files. If you see here, I have the new this parameter. This is what I have, right? And you see it here. Earlier I had control01.serial, control02.serial. I'm actually I wanted to create a new control file in the same path. Just wanted to update it from control01 to control0 underscore the database name.ctl. That's a simple change only. But in your case, you may be relocating also, so it's fine still. So after I change it, I'm going to shut it down and start up mount. So sorry, no mount. To take a minute. Okay, shutdown is complete. I'll pass here. Okay, let's continue. So database is not mounted. Okay. Yeah, instance is started. Startup no more. Now let's connect to Arman and perform the restore. As far as this database is concerned, it knows what it is, new control path is. So you don't need to mention where should I restore to. Okay, I'm not going to show you the OS operation. Alright, copy paste the old control file to the new path. I'm not going to show you, it's very simple cp command only. But I'm going to show you the Harman way of doing it. Okay, I'm connected to the database. And I already have the new control file paths. So this is my old control file. We secured, if you remember. You see here. Vora data ggsrc04t control01.ctl. So we are restoring it now. The standby control file from is doing the restore. Let's see, it finished. It is the important that I use the standby keyword here because it's not on the primary database, it's on the standby database. So its control file needs to be identified as standby. So it's completed. I'm not going to show you for the copy paste. If at all you need to do, what do you do? See, for instance, I copy this and I do a restore like this. That's it. But I'm not going to need it. Let me show you. Are they different or same? I'm printing the MD5 sum. Oh, they are different. Okay, the signature changing. I need to copy and anyway, I don't need this backup file. I only need the files which are relevant. So fine. So the restore finished successfully. That's what this command is all about. So we used this method. Now let's mount the DB with a new control file we restored. See, after the database is mounted, we can check the database status. Yeah, before we start the recovery, let's check the database status. Database is in mounted state and it's a physical standby. So control file type, it's standby control file. That is very important. Okay, now let's check the recovery status. It's not recovering, so I will initiate the recovery now. Let me pause here for a minute. Okay, so give me a minute. Alright, so why did we stop? The recovery is not happening. Let's initiate the recovery now. Let's wait for a minute. Now let's check. Yeah, the recovery is initiated. So and let's verify if the recovery is all good. So it was applying 29 and it's now 29. Let me just connect to the primary. It's the same server like I mentioned. Just that it's a separate database. Let's do a couple of switches. $31. Let's see what number it is in. Okay, 29. I think the listener is down, so that's the reason. Why is it not happening? I need to stop my firewall as well. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's see now. How does it look? Let me pause here. Okay, it took few minutes, guys. So after I restart the listener, the MRP now moved from 29 to 32. So that's the sequence I'm on. Show you. Yeah, 32 is the current one. Okay, so okay, so let's check it again. The current one is 35. Let's see how does it look here. You can see here it moved on from 32 to 35. So this means that the relocation of the control file is all done. All we need to do is change our standby file management parameter now. I should have done this before I initiated the recovery by my mistake. So, but you should do it before. Okay, I'll update this in my blog, so you can take a look and use it in your platform if you wish to. This parameter change should have been done before I initiated the recovery. Okay, just be aware, you shouldn't be starting the recovery before. So I'll just update my notepad to say so. DB and set control file standby file management auto. So after this step is done only you have to initiate the recovery. Okay, this is all about standby, changing the location of the control file in standby server database. But if at all you have to change it in the primary, there is nothing. You just need to set the control file path. So all you will be doing is, so you will update the control file parameter, shut down and start the DB in no mode, and use this restore. Instead of restore standby, you will just say restore control file from the old location. Once that is done, mount the DB and open the DB. That's all. So that's the primary database. Maybe if I find time, I'll do one more video for the primary, but I think it's very straightforward compared to this. I hope you like this video. If you like, give me a thumbs up, and also share me your feedbacks in the comment section, and subscribe to How to Learn channel. Thank you all. Bye.